So you're not gay?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not gay.
Maybe a little bit. Not even a 3. Not Mike Israel gay.
We have Coach Greg in the building. How you doing?
Fantastic.
I can't believe this is finally happening.
I know, it's been so many years.
I think I don't know how long we've known of each other, but the meeting eventually had to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, I was happy to be here.
There was an interesting soundbite from that video you did with him. Do you remember?
Oh, geez. I've got so many sound bites.
I'll play it.
All right.
Sure, Mike Thurston is gay.
Is he actually?
And he pays girls to be in his videos to make it look like he's
What
straight.
makes you say that?
Everything about him, 99% sure that he's gay. Straight or not, Mike Thurston. And then he had to introduce his cameraman. His cameraman might be his partner, like based on what he said. I'm the biggest supporter ever. So I'm like, and he was. Why does he just say it? But like, you know,
I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
sure, Mike Thurston.
I remember that so well. I'm like,
that's such a reckless thing to say.
I said, this guy's gonna hate me for this one. And I remember saying, I'm like, and I mean, to be fair, I thought maybe this is true. Am I on to something?
But how did that come about? Like
Somebody sent me a message and said, I think they suggested this to me, and I said, that actually makes sense. Maybe it's true. I don't see him with any girls. Like, I don't see him with any girls. So maybe this is what's happening. But I mean, and like Noel is gay and he doesn't talk about it. And I'm like, what if he's gay? And if he is, well, why does he say something?
Yeah.
So you're not gay?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not gay.
Maybe a little bit. Not even a 3. Not Mike Israel gay?
No.
Because Mike Israel is married.
Yeah.
And you probably have, you know Mike Israel.
Yeah.
Have you watched
I did a podcast with him.
any of his videos ever?
Yeah, they're funny, and he makes these funny.
Has he ever made a video without making 10 gay references? Now, if he is, but I think it would explain everything.
Yeah. Well, to be fair to you, when my old cameraman and me were traveling around and working together, there was some people that would think, oh, you guys are a gay couple. Because he's like a good-looking guy.
Well, you're a good-looking guy,
Yeah.
and then you're
we
fashion, you
spent
dress well, and
traveling.
it's like, okay.
Yeah. And
So somebody sent me this message. I forget what, it was an Instagram DM.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe. And I was thinking, and I was like, maybe it's true. And I was like, it'll definitely be funny in a video.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it got racked up some views, that one.
but unfortunately, it's not true.
But
the
comment section is funny, for sure.
So
but-
Mike Israel's, I'm sure, highly disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was hoping.
The reason why I don't post skills is to keep that part of my life secret. Because there was one time where I was very public with the relationship that I was in when I was in Dubai when I first moved here.
Yeah.
And it was a disaster when we broke up.
Well, it is true. If you like, she's somewhere in here, but I've had her in a few of my videos, and it's like, for starters, she was my escort, and I was paying for her. And how would any younger girl want to be with this guy? I'm 49, she's 34, and I'm like, well, she's an eye surgeon. She makes a lot of money. She doesn't need me to pay her. But yeah, that was going viral. People were like, they'd see me in Miami with her. Who's that girl and the other girl? I'm like, she paid this other girl to be her hairdresser because she's doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of stories. To this day, I still read every single post. There'll be a comment saying, how much do you have to pay for her? It's like, hey, he's rich and successful. He doesn't care about the money. And I'm like, she's an eye surgeon. She's got her own money.
Yeah, because your ex was in a lot
Allie,
of videos.
my ex, I was with her for like 11 years. We had the zoo with the animals and the whole thing, and that was a crazy breakup.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is exactly what I mean. When you're very public about being in a relationship with someone online, and then you go through a breakup, the whole world is basically watching this breakup. And it's not easy. I mean, I imagine it wasn't easy for you.
It wasn't easy, but it also, I mean, it had to be done. But like, I wouldn't stay with somebody just for the YouTube content.
Yeah.
But like, a lot of people get messed up over these things.
Yeah.
But my life's changed since breaking up. After breaking up with her, I started reading so many books, like in the Manosphere, and like just, I don't know if you read a lot of books like this, Attached and Hold Me Tight and Jordan Peterson's books and stuff, like, and it just changed my whole perspective of the world. And I stopped watching TV, because we used to watch TV and just like, you know, like the 90 Day Fiance and like the Love Island, and just sit there and I'm like, I'm like, why am I watching this? How is this progressing?
Yeah.
So I break up and I start learning Spanish. So I'm on a 345-day Spanish speaking streak. So I'm learning my 5th language. I speak Japanese, and I speak Gen Z fluently now. I'm like a 17-year-old. And so now Spanish. So I got the Spanish on the go. I'm reading books. I stopped watching TV. I'm traveling the world.
You went on a lot of trips.
Oh, I've done
enjoying
tons.
yourself. Yeah.
It's fun.
I saw that and I was like, nice.
Yeah, I
Greg's having a good
love
time.
getting around. Oh yeah, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life right now. People are like, "You're having a midlife crisis." I'm like, "No, I'm just like waking up to the world and seeing what's out there."
Yeah. You've never done it before?
What's that?
Just going around, having fun?
I mostly
living a life?
I would go down to like a resort in Mexico or something, but like
when you were, did you ever have that phase when you were younger?
no. I was I went to university 4 years. I was a teacher at 22 years of age, and I wouldn't travel. I didn't go on trips down south. I didn't do anything. I just bodybuilded. I was literally like doing 3 diets a year.
Yeah.
While being natural and just doing all the cardio and the triathlon. So I was just like a sports fanatic. And then now I just was like, this is exciting. This is fun. Just exploring the world and doing different things and just living my best life.
Yeah, for me, it didn't happen until, I mean, I went on my fair share of trips, but I think it was until 28. I was like, right, okay, this was after a breakup, pretty hard breakup. And then was in a position where I actually had some money for the first time. Everything was all online. I was like, hey, let me just go fucking travel and experience some things. And
when I was your age, 30, you're 34, right?
Yeah.
I hadn't even met Ali yet.
Yeah.
So you're just a baby.
Yeah.
You got so much more years. But I'm glad that I discovered what my life is about now, because it's like I know more what I want. I know what I don't want to, which is just as important.
Mhm.
So even a failed relationship teaches you a
yeah.
lot. It teaches you, I don't ever want to do that again. Do you know what I mean? I know I want this and I want it to look like that, and I'm not going to settle for anything less.
Yeah, because every relationship I've been in, it teaches me something
Absolutely.
about like because every relationship, every woman has something new that I've never experienced before. And I was like, hey, like that was nice.
Mhm.
But then there's also some bullshit that comes with it as well. And it's like, actually, but I really did not like that. And maybe a couple of those things accumulated and it was like, this is not going to work out.
Yeah. It's also a lot on me too, because if you let it happen to you and they're treating you a certain way and you're letting it, it's kind of your fault for letting it happen. Like you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
So if you don't want that, then you have to speak up and stand your ground and be like, well, this is not something I want to be part of.
Yeah.
So
did you, what were some of the, for you, like red flags and things that you just don't like? Because you said now you know what you like and you don't like. What a couple of things you know you don't like?
what do I not like? I don't like a masculine woman. I don't like a woman who's trying to be controlling.
Mhm.
I really like somebody who's like kind and just wants to be almost like a cheerleader type person, like a fan,
Yeah.
more so than like somebody that thinks you're doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's just, those are some main things.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's, for a lot of guys, they just need to have some experience and go through, you got to go through at least one heartbreak, I think. Because some people get in a relationship and then they just stay in that relationship and think, yeah, this is just how it's supposed to be.
I think it's really important too, just to be yourself. Like there's so many ways of doing this. Like people think, no, act like this and act like that and act like that. I'm like, no, act like yourself, be yourself. That's the most, it might sound cliche advice to be yourself. But the problem is people aren't able to be themselves because they're scared of presenting a version of themselves that they're not going to like.
Yeah.
So if I like something stupid, like I was a university cheerleader and I like dancing, I like whatever, like maybe I don't want to say that I want to be cool and macho. And it's like, no, if you're feminine or do whatever, just tell them that and you'll eventually meet someone that likes that. Like think of what I do. I bike ride. Like if I have a girl now, but think of us as just a single guy looking for a girl. What do? Well, I like to bike ride. I wear spandex. It doesn't sound that sexy. Like it's not that hot. So I could say, I could lead with, I do this and this and this and sound cool. But if it's not really what I'm into, I'm faking them into liking me for something that I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, I would always try, if I was on a first date or whatever, I would be too much on my best behavior. So they wouldn't really know who I really am. And I felt like, what's the point of me not fully being myself?
Well, and there's so much gameplay. Be mysterious. Let them find out. Let them talk. Like I'm like, no, I'm just gonna yap. I talk all the time. If you don't like me and you don't want to talk her, then I'd rather find out on the first date.
Yeah. I'd
rather say everything that I'm thinking about, joke around, be silly, be myself. And if you don't like me, then that's great. We don't waste time as much. Like you're better off being like very, I don't know what the word is, like Donald Trump, like you either like him or hate him. I'd rather you like me or hate me right away, rather than just be neutral all the time, hot or cold.
I'm trying to imagine what it'd be like for you to be with someone who yaps as much as you.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
You'd
have
be
to-
like, let me talk.
Well, this girl in Mapstagram, Marie there, she's in the back, but she DM'd me. She slid in my DMs and she's like,
Nice.
I bought your cookbook. And then she's like, I'm in Halifax. I'm like, oh. And she's like, maybe we should like
Cook.
could we work out? I'm like, I'm just gonna pick you up and go on a date. Like, what do you mean? So, I mean, for women that never want to approach a man, it's like, no. If you want a guy, you don't have to ask him out, but just like all you have to do is send him a DM.
Yeah.
Hi, I know who you are. And then if they don't,
Yeah, I've
click
gone
the
on
bait.
dates because women have DM'd me.
yeah,
If they didn't DM me, I would have never known who they are.
and Instagram is the new dating. I used to try those like, I don't know, like Plenty of Fish sites and the Hot or Nots. And like, I did a lot of those dates, but it's like now you don't need to swipe. You don't need Tinder. You just need an Instagram profile.
Yeah.
The best way.
And you've obviously built up your social status. Like people kind of know who you are now. So that kind of helps. For
Well,
sure.
and if I went on a dating site, I'm 5'6" and I'm 49 years old. Yeah, no. Swipe left. Next. Most women have their height profile set to at least 5'9",
Yeah.
6 foot probably mostly. So,
I forgot about that. There's actually like a height filter.
oh, it's a
isn't there?
thing. I did some research on this, and actually at my height, you have to make $230,000 more than somebody who's 6 feet tall to be equally desirable in the eyes of a woman. Like you just line everything up. Like you don't have a picture, you don't have anything. Just this guy's 5'6" and he's 49. What do you want? This guy's 6 feet tall, and it's an income $230,000 more to be equal.
Mm.
So if you're short like me, you got to be rich.